Good morning and good evening and good afternoon. This is Emmanuel Mteneswa. Today is the 11th of February 2019. I'm so much excited to have an opportunity after having 2 days layoff. I was busy with some of my particular responsibilities. But anyway, today I'm glad to come back live on this YouTube channel, broadcasting from the Republic of South Africa. Let me, without waste of time, I have got this important blog post, which I would love us to read together. It's very much important. This concerns the government, the world government. It's an article which is very much important to all of us. We need to read it together so that we are well informed. Forewarned is forearmed. These elites have got an agenda to formulate a world government which is going to take our freedom. We have fought for our freedom as various nations of the world. Now, there is this other topic. Let me just first off, before reading there, let us go through this, the newest article here. February 11th, 2019, English St. Pattern meeting. Remember, today is Monday. Today is Monday. By the way, it's a Monday day. We have the St. Pattern meeting hosted by Mr. Randy Wilson. Let us attend the St. Pattern meetings today, members throughout the globe. It's an English version. Mr. Randy Wilson will be on stage around 1700 hours South African time. It says TPC leader Randy Wilson will be hosting the St. Pattern live broadcast on Monday, February 11th, 2019 at 7:00 a.m. PT. If you do not have a St. Pattern on, you are not allowed into the meeting. For those of you who do have a St. Pattern, do not share this link with anyone else. The link will be available at 6:45 a.m. PT on Monday, February 11th, inside your Kringley Cash back office. The meeting starts promptly at 7:00 a.m. PT. Show up and collect up to 1 million cookies. It goes on to say, what is TPC confidential? We know we've got our own confidentiality. Every company, every house, every room, every family has got its own confidentiality. It says, I can't tell you, you need to attend a St. Pattern meeting and to find out. Now it says, host, I would like to bring some clarity to why admin and the type of blockchain we use are unknown. Short answer is security is very expensive. TPC is rolling out and not fully developed at this time, yet is highly functional today. The admin fee is ridiculously low to keep the barrier to entry into the TPC community very low. We are on a mission to help the poor rise out of poverty. So we have kept the cost down as much as possible to run a sustainable operation. Remaining unknown reduces the chances of attacks so that we can continue to grow organically. As funds grow, so will our tech and admin structure. And with enough funds, high levels of security can be put into place. We are self-funded operation on the 4 grains admin fee. We are debt-free and we are self-regulated. We are private. This is the Billion Coin. You know what? This confidentiality information, we need to understand it generally as members, and as well as try and help our members to understand the issue of the reasons behind this anonymity, what would I say, anonymity system in the Billion Code. Right? It goes on to say, let me read it from here. Do you feel that you were born with a meaningful purpose and that the current world system has held you back from being able to fulfill it? Isn't that evil? Yes, you should take it personally. Also, within this free will universe, doesn't it upset you that you have been tricked into agreements which the evil elite where full disclosure is required, and they heed the terms of those agreements in plain sight from you? As a result, even your silence is considered consent to be bound by those agreements. Just imagine this evil strategy. Anyway, it says it's not fair, especially when you consider how self-destructive these agreements are to you. This has been a critical week as far as your education goes. So I hope you have been watching these videos on the blog. Why do the global elite hide the truth in plain sight? It's a video. Please let us click on this video, my members, and get to know exactly. Now let's go on. Do you really agree to be pulled into a one world government? I saw on TV also, they are discussing about this in Dubai. There's a summit going on in Dubai. Let me just share with you here. Just imagine, elites, those people who think they are clever and wise, they are having a summit in Dubai on our behalf without us knowing. They're having an agenda going on discussing the world government. So as humanity, we need to wake up, open up our eyes, and check these secret meetings. What do they entail? As I speak to you right now, the summit is ongoing concerning the world government. They want to rule humanity. They have got clauses already which are going to subject us into their rule. So it is time for us to share this information, especially through these blogs of the admin. Anyway, let me just go back to the article and share this particular article posted to us by the admin. It's a dangerous thing. Do you really agree to be pulled into a one world government? Isn't a plan to depopulate the earth by up to 90% pure evil? It's pure evil. This number includes you. After all, a world glimpse of a one world government video. This one here. Click on this one. Click on this video. Anyway, time is very short to stop this from becoming your reality. We must unite 1 billion people to stand together for a much better world of peace and prosperity. If you haven't started the transhumanism agenda of the elite, you better do so now. The worst possible prison you could experience would be your own body while others completely control it, and you can't stop them. Transhumanism is the main objective of one world government agenda. All these informative videos, why a one world government, new world order is a very bad idea for humanity. It's a poster. Just check on this one. Start this one. It's like a pyramid. It's a pyramid, sort of an arrangement. They are on top there. Financial elites on top there, controlling us here at the bottom. Now, the year 2019, this year, the year is 2019, and here we stand at the cusp of great change globally. The financial system known by the previous 5 generations is in its final stages of total collapse. Upon its final breath, humanity could be facing its darkest hour. Some have worked vigorously towards a global financial reset to provide a soft landing within this transition from a completely fiat-based system back to a gold-backed system. Within this brief window of change comes the opportunity for the ruling class ally to firmly establish their new world order of a one world government. This is a warning to all of humanity. The elite must fail now to set up a one world government, because if they succeed, it will be the end of freedom. Come on, humanity, come on, let us unite together. Let us talk in one agenda. It says, it's 2019, are you aware you are about to lose all of your freedom? Most of you, human today has a responsibility amount of freedom. Yet the fiat-based system has enslaved humanity to debt. Debts in large part that were not incurred by the individuals. All of the governments have created vast debts over the past 100 years, and their citizens are expected to carry those debts. So while most of us are free to choose our professions, free to raise a family as we see fit, and free to travel to a certain degree, the burden of these debts weigh down on us and have a very negative impact on our lives. These debts could be the excuse used by the ally to start a global war when the plug is pulled on the entire banking system. What will the people do when all of the banks are closed? How will companies be able to cooperate without access to the bank? What happens when paper money suddenly becomes worthless? How long can humanity sustain itself in such a dark time? The elite have planned this scenario for a very long time, and they have planned to introduce a one world government as the solution. How would a one world government impact the freedoms you enjoy today? Recent bank and ISP out stages. Smell the coffee video. It's a video. You can click on it here. Right? The short answer to that question is that ultimately it would completely destroy your freedom as you know it. It would lead to every aspect of your life being controlled by government, a government that puts its own interest above the rights of the individual. That is totally slavery. Why? Why would a one world government lead to total slavery? The answer is because of nature. The nature of governments is force. Governments are run by men or people. So what is the nature of man? Many things have changed over thousands of years, but the nature of man has remained the same. When it comes to men, power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. That sums up the nature of man. The few that rule the world today do so in the shadows and therefore don't have complete and absolute power and control. They have great influence, but that is it. Power is broken and divided between many nations and peoples. There is ongoing conflict between these nations as they each struggle for greater power in the world. This is a necessary friction that allows freedom to survive. The more friction there is, the more freedom exists. Power struggles are very important, very important. A one world, right? A one world government would be the end of the power struggle. We, the people, outnumber the few ruling class elite. by at least a 1 million to 1. We do have the power to overcome the Allied and their evil plans. Almost 250 years ago, a new kind of freedom was born when the American colonists declared their independence from the Kingdom of Great Britain. These colonists won the Revolutionary War and set up a republic under a constitution. The constitution separated the powers of government into 3 branches, which allowed friction to occur between these separate branches as each seeks greater power over the others. Before this kind of government was formed, most governments had total power over its people and ruled with an iron fist. Consider the known history of the last 5,000 years. Why has there been more technological advancement and progress for mankind in the last 200 years over the previous 5,000 years? Simple: freedom. Freedom has allowed mankind to advance in ways that were inconceivable before. When government is busy fighting with itself, it allows the people to enjoy freedom. Constitutional type governments have spread all over the world ever since the American Revolutionary War, and the result has been greater freedom. This is a much better world to live in today compared to 200 years ago and before. A one-world government would quickly return humanity to live under an iron fist of tyranny. Freedom would disappear from earth. We all must resist the deception that is coming that a one-world government will solve all of the problems we face today. Yes, the current financial system is collapsing, and there are no guarantees that a global reset will result in a smooth landing for us in this transition. TPC offers an alternative. The faster we build to a 1 billion members, the better, because the world is changing fast. An educated billion people working together to spread the message about the truth of abundance on earth with a currency of its own is a real solution. A solution that should be led to even greater, lead to even greater freedom. All right? An educated billion people working together would spread the message about the truth of abundance, and the earth with a currency of its own is a real solution. A solution that should lead to even greater freedom. The Allied have hidden the truth in plain sight on how we can defeat them, as usually in the movies. This one is a video also which you can access and get more insight about or education about the Allied. Bugs Life Move tells us exactly how we can free ourselves from the control of this evil ruling the world today. Funny, hey, they made a cartoon out of the solution that will work, but who will be laughing at who in the end? Watch Bugs Life movie, okay? Let us be able to watch these movies when we have time. Okay, the head grasshopper is absolutely afraid of us and doesn't want the masses to wake up and see how old and weak they are in the Allied. Violence will not work on them, but gathering the masses to just go another way, our own way, will work. We can just keep out of their control and their military force will follow us instead. Truly, evil people are so few in number. Remember, they too are bound by the agreements they put into place. So the traps and pits they have set for us, they will fall into these instead of us. TPC is, let me highlight, is complete a solution. Embrace all aspects of it. It is short-sighted to only see TPC as a short-term solution to your cash flow needs. TPC gives you many opportunities to grow and personally develop. You do need to develop the skills of the wealthy, and as we build our very own financial system and economy from the ground up, you will gain those skills. What a wonderful article today. The Millionaire Mind Skills: Think, Listen, and Succeed. Remember this article, right? It's a nice article, this one. This is the normal article which we see immediately after logging into our Kindle Cash back office. It says here, some of you are just sitting, folding hands, and doing nothing to contribute to the growth of and success of the Kindle community. How many people have you told about TPC in your family, community, and environment? Most TPCians are even the ones misrepresenting us. You got the free gift, and how many people have you also shared the gift to? This is very important. If you haven't been doing anything about it, it is not too late. Start today. When you share the gift, you cash flow, and a member is added to the community. Yes, you must understand that until the distribution phase is completed, we won't get to the next one. Admin has been committed to our roadmap, and soon, those who refused to take advantage of this distribution phase will regret. If I may ask, how many TPC coins do you have in your wallet to enjoy when time comes? Is it just some few kringlies? Is that enough for you to build your future and help humanity? Don't settle for less. Get work. Get more coins. You can even earn it through send button meetings, broadcast referrals, and by purchasing it. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, dear TPCians, unless we stand up and participate in the TPC promotional activities, one, attending send button meetings is one way of enriching yourself economically and knowledge-wise. Let us attend send button meetings on weekly basis religiously. Number two, referring. We have got a wonderful TPC referral programs in the form of the 24-hour and the 48-hour rapid reward system. That is a powerful tool that we need to use nowadays as members of the Billion Code. Secondly, thirdly, we have the 2019 promotion. When you buy anything as little as 4 grains, 8 grains, 12 grains, 16 grains, 20 grains, 24 grains, 28 grains, 32 grains, 36 grains, up to 40 grains when you purchase through your sponsor. And as you get what is called the transition cookies. And when you refer a new person, you also get what is called your referral cookies. Then we are done. By embarking on these two promotional tools, the 24-hour and the 48-hour runs in conjunction with the 2019 promotion. If we all can understand that task, that activities, all of us, old and new, we would be doing ourselves a great favor, because these activities, they have a positive effect in growth. Remember, TPC is connected to membership growth. The more people join us, the higher we go. We have this ultimate prize, that's this ultimate maximum prize that we need to achieve, all of us. And we need to achieve it in 2019. There is no time for sleeping. We need to stand up and adopt TPC as our own medium of exchange. You can see the dangerous tactics of the elites. We cannot allow, if we don't adopt our own medium of exchange, what are we going to rely on in the near future? You can even see the global monetary system is crashing. The monetary system, the global economical is going down. So it is high time for us to adopt the billion coin, adopt the Kringless, the TPC coins as our own medium of exchange. It is very simple. It starts with a gift. I have always said the issue of gift. Send the gift, share the gift with your closest people. It's a very simple tool. It's a very simple strategy for us to conquer the elites' agenda. You and I have got that important task to play to attract membership growth in the billion coin. Let us engage ourselves. The 24-hour and the 48-hour rapid rewards is there for us to empower our own people. The 2019 promotion is there for us to empower us. You get compensated for rewarding for registering, for bringing someone new in TPC. You get compensated just for transacting, for buying during this promotional period. It's quite amazing. When you refer about 100 people, you'll be given 10 full TPC coins. What are you waiting for? I want to challenge all TPCians out there, and also challenge myself as well. Because if you want to win, you need to set a challenge for yourself. If you don't challenge yourself, you won't be able to challenge other people. So my dear TPCians, I'm trying to encourage all members out there in good standing. Let us partake in these promotional activities. They are quite empowering. They are quite massive. I have never seen such a promotion in my life. This is my way of encouraging each one of you out there, members, old and new. Let us as well help our newest member to understand how TPC system works. May the Lord, our Creator, bless you as you start engaging yourselves in cash flowing. Nowadays, we are seeing people are cash flowing throughout the whole globe. Let us cash flow. I call upon my communities, my community members, please let us engage in this promotional activity so that we can achieve one goal. TPC is for us. Please stay blessed till we meet again. May God bless each of you TPCians out there. Today, let's go and attend the send button meetings in English. Stay blessed till we meet again. Thank you. Bye.